Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you my garden. We'll give you a tour of what bloomed. This is 2024-25 winter spring season and almost everything has bloomed. This year things were kind of okay. I would say that I am not that impressed. I mean, it's not that it's looking bad. Things are blooming, but it didn't go as I expected. Some did well and some did not do that well. And one of the reason is that this year the timing of planting was not right. I was out of town, I was late. Plus, I had a major shoulder injury and I was not able to work on the garden properly. So, a few things didn't work out, but a lot of things are doing quite well. Anyways, I will show you the things that did well. I'm gonna start with the dahlias. So the plants that did well this year were the dahlias. They bloomed really well. I had a lot of dahlias planted, and this is one of them. This is a yellow dahlia. It is not too big, not too small, the perfect size and a beautiful color, and this one bloomed a lot. Many buds, a bushy plant. And here I have this red one, which is also very good looking, dark color, big size, and lots of flowers. What's great about this year dahlia is that all the dahlias were different colors. Unlike last year, everything was purple. Here is another one, orange or red and white. And this one also had a lot of blooms. It was great. And this one here, this is a color that I have seen first time. And I had this color first time in my garden. It is such a beautiful maroon, dark maroon color and almost blackish. So I have actually never seen this color before and it bloomed really well. And here we have the pansies. Surprisingly, this year the pansies are doing very good. I actually did not do a lot of thing with my pansies. I did not look after them that much, but they bloomed quite well. And sometimes in the garden, if you neglect a plant, they turn out to be better than the one that you care for most. Look at this beautiful purple color. Also have this yellow and maroon color. And the white one bloomed the most. And they have been blooming continuously for a long time. I'm really impressed with the pansies this year. Here are my gazanias. The gazanias were okay. They were not really amazing like last year, but they're fine. And here I have bell peppers or capsicum. I'm growing capsicum first time in the garden, and they are doing good. I have grown them in a very small packet, but even though it's small, the plant is producing lots of fruits. And here is Nicotiana or Nicotiana, and this plant is also doing very good. It has been continuously blooming. The color is a bit muted, but they bloom a lot. If you haven't grown Nicotiana, then you should be growing these because this is a very easy to grow plant and it has been continuously blooming without any breaks, and this does not need a lot of care at all. And here we have petunias. This is a pink and this blooms well. Petunias are like amazing plants. You cannot go wrong with petunias, and they really bloom well. And the pink one this year bloomed best. Here is a purple one. My petunias this year were not like too good, like extremely good, but they're like decent. And here's a mallow or malva. This one is a bee magnet. The bees are always on this plant. And this one also blooms really well. This year I also planted zucchini for the first time and tasted zucchini first time. in my life, and they were actually nice. If you haven't grown zucchini, you should grow zucchini because they're quite easy and they fruit quite well. I didn't do much. It's in a pot and I had nice produce. And here's another one of my favorite. It's nasturtium. This one is a very good plant, especially it's a very safe plant and you can grow them with your vegetables, and this one gets very bushy and sometimes they have a trailing property. They spread if you grow in the ground, and they come in light orange and sometimes deep orange and yellow color and blooms quite well. Next is California poppy, another of my favorite plant, and I grow them every year and they really look nice. Buttery yellow color, and I love this one. This one here is Rudbeckia. So this year I had good Rudbeckia. I have been trying Rudbeckias, but unfortunately I never got the right variety. This year I got the right variety and it is blooming really well. And the best thing about Rudbeckias is that they are like super long lasting. They last forever. One flower lasts for 2 months. So if you can get rudbeckias in your garden, definitely do because they're great. And here's sweet pea. I had grown sweet pea last year too, but they were all white. This year I had color. It has a blue and purple mixed color and it looks great. Plus this plant also has a lot of fragrance. Because of my climate, it's very hot. It gets hot very quickly. So the sweet peas don't bloom for a very long time, but when they bloom, they look really good. And here I have little white, slightly pinkish color. They're blooming quite well, and this plant is in a plastic packet. Another plant that did very well this year is the Gerberas. So I am a bit surprised. They suddenly start blooming a lot, and this year I had a lot of flowers in my Gerbera. I didn't do a lot of care, just normal regular care, and they bloomed really well. Look at how many flowers this has. A lot. And they tend to, when the stem is very long, they tend to flop over and you have to support them. And this is Osteospermum, African daisy, or Dimorphica. And this is also a great plant, very good for attracting wildlife. They bloom a lot, they're quite easy, and these plants will tolerate a little bit of a heat, so even if you're late, they will flower. Next, we have a very common and one of my favorites, snapdragons. So this year, I had great colors with my snapdragons, and I have this red, an orange, and a white. I also had a purple one. They bloomed really well, and this year I found a nursery. It was a bit far, but that nursery had all kind of plants, and this year I got all the varieties that I wanted. But unfortunately, because of my timing and some other reasons, not everything bloomed well. But next year I will be doing things very carefully and in right time. And here are my strawberries. This year I have like 5 strawberry plants that I grew from one mother plant, and the strawberries are growing quite well. Look at how big they are. They look very good, but unfortunately they don't taste very good. I don't know what happened this year, but the taste is not that good. But they are fruiting a lot and the size is really good and they're looking quite good. This year I had no problems with my strawberries. They grow very well and I didn't even like fertilize them a lot or anything. This year I had a purple stalk. This is a deep purple color and I like this. This one bloomed really well. Stalks really make your garden look very beautiful. I have this white color over here and I also have a pink color on the back. So I have noticed that whenever I don't have stalks, my garden kind of look incomplete. And stalks are going to be my permanent plants every year in my garden for sure. So this is a yellow cosmos, and I actually got the seed of this cosmos from Kerala. I went to Kerala, Munnar, and I saw kind of stole seeds from the house, and I bought them here and I grown them, and they are blooming really well. This is this is a very common plant here. This is called cherry gold. Locally, we call them cherry gold, but this is a chrysanthemum variety. And this is a great plant. They are so hassle free, very easy to grow, and they bloom really, really well, and they look really, really good. And this is poppy, one of the best plants you can grow in the garden. Beautiful color, and they bloom so much. So I planted a lot of poppies this year. All of them are kind of red and orange. I was hoping to get more colors, but anyways, I'm happy with red and orange. This is another beautiful plant. It is called Larkspur. I have grown them last year and they were really good. This year, I did not plant them. They are volunteer plants, came up naturally, and they're blooming. And I'm really happy that they did. And this is a beautiful blue color, and these are also very long lasting plants. They look very delicate, but they can actually tolerate a lot of sunlight and heat, surprisingly, and they look very, very good in the garden. They're tall plants and really add a lot of structure to the garden, and I really like them. And here I have, oh my god, I forgot the name of this plant. I will write the name on the video, but this plant is so old. I don't even remember how old this plant is. And this plant has been blooming in my garden for several years without any maintenance. If you don't have this plant, get one, because every year they will bloom, even if you don't water them, even if you don't feed them. And look how beautiful red flowers they have. And here's my hollyhock. This is a light, very light pink, pinkish color. And this one is blooming a lot. It has a strange shape, but lots of flowers. And I like hollyhocks. They are so tall, bold flowers. I always liked hollyhocks. And this is delphinium. So I finally got delphinium, but I am so late in the game that they just started to bloom, and it is very, very hot already. This is the one delphinium plant that is doing good. The rest of my delphinium plants are not yet blooming, and I don't think they will be blooming very well because things are getting hot and the season is over. I have some other plants too that are not yet blooming, which is really sad. So this season is over for the winter plants. I will be focusing on the summer plants now. And that was pretty much it. That's what has bloomed in my garden. It all went so fast this year. I already have an idea of what I will be planting next year. Next year, I want to be very careful and selective. And I will try to make sure to have a very structural, good looking garden. Anyways, let me know what you think about my garden. Also, how was your garden this year? If there's anything that you want me to suggest or share, put it in the comment section. And good luck for summer garden. I will see you in another video. Happy gardening. Bye.